You know what it is. 2023 Angel of Words podcast going crazy.
Right before we started recording, I was like, I'm gonna come for you.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
No, the ladies definitely love your brother because I was seeing your brother. He was killing it on that guitar.
The ladies are you. There was nobody else here but you to talk about my man. Yo, Billy, be careful. Suave's in the building, yo. Make sure you protect them, man. Don't get into any trouble. It's your first episode. I don't know. You were sounding a little cocky earlier, bro. They ain't ready for it, right?
I don't think anyone's ready for it.
There you go. That's the Billy Kennedy I know and love. You know what I'm saying? The cocky brother, you know? Jesse, would you date a guy that paints his nails?
Listen, I've dated.
Or have you already?
I've already done
toenails.
it.
Only the toenails.
Billy, I'm telling you, man. Billy, I'm telling you. Be careful. You are real because you don't see dudes out there posting anybody. Yo, people live in fear.
Yo, because I love.
That's me. Ain't nobody know. Yo, Jesse's single. Jesse got a man. Jesse in a trouble.
I let people know. Cause yo, I love. The neck of the guitar, like it sits well with me. Like I just love how it feels in my hands.
Okay. So you like wood in your hands, huh?
Yeah. And I get the wood in my hands.
Jesse, you know about that? You know
a little bit too much about that.
Sit right on the edge of the world to find peace.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Angel of Words podcast. I am your host, Angel of Words, and today we have an extremely special podcast, so stay tuned and don't forget to tap on that subscribe button on YouTube and follow us on Spotify and all podcast platforms. Our sponsors today, as usual, OTW Threads, reminding you to be out of this world. AttitudeOn10.com, where psychotherapy meets energy work. Go heal that trauma. Also, get them photos. Go get them photos from BJS Photography. Every guest of the podcast gets a special discount. So you already know, man. Holla at BJS Photography for those photos. If you want to make a dope podcast in just one day, get the training videos in the link below. And also to purchase all the stuff that you may need to start this podcast in the links below as well. Everything all Angel of Words related is at Angel of Words ENT on the socials. And you could also follow us at AOWENT.com. Now on deck on the Angel of Words podcast, we have Ghxstarx in the building, and I want to welcome you to a very special individual, Jessie J, making her debut as our co-host now, our new co-host / host of the Angel of Words podcast. Welcome, Jessie J, and we will try to take it easy on you today. Now, Ghxstarx, I want to get right into it, bro. And because I want everybody to know in this video, you're going to be learning, you know, what it takes to make a rock album in 2023. And also, you know, what are the best guitars as well as all the other gossip that you want to hear about Ghxstarx. So let's head into that, bro. Like, what did it take to make this album in 2023, G?
Well, it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy process. You know, it took a lot of, you know, dedication to the project, you know. The whole thing with like every project, I would guess you could attest to, even your podcast, like, yo, you got this dream, you got this goal, you got to stick with it. There's going to be obstacles that come your way. But either way, you know, like if you just stick with it, you're going to have a finished project that you could be proud of. So, you know, throughout, it wasn't easy, but I had a lot of people help me out throughout the process. So throughout that, like, you know.
Rebrand, because you were on here a couple of months back.
Yeah, I was... almost a year ago. Almost a year ago. So I was on here with my boy Jimmy Sandra. Shout out Jimmy.
Jimmy Sandra.
Jimmy.
You the drop. I love that, bro.
Shout out Jimmy. But yeah,
that was crazy.
Back then I was known as Nova. But at the time, you know, like I was dropping my demos, you know, I'm helping other people out, you know, I'm trying to get my foot, you know, wet in the, like dipping a toe into the music industry with just under the name Nova. But as the time went on, I felt like Nova just didn't connect with me as an artist. So I had to go through a rebrand, and I had to, switch up the name. I had to switch up the socials. I had to switch up everything to a name that felt more personal to me.
So you go by the name Ghxstarx. So I want to know, who is Ghxstarx?
So with Ghxstarx, what it all started from was I was going to shows, I was performing, I was recording these demos. In my head, I thought they were finished songs, but thinking back now, they were not done at all. But I was recording all these songs, I was dropping them, I was doing some performances, and I was just like, dang, like Nova really doesn't really relate to me like as an artist. I was like, it doesn't feel like me. So what I did was, I take a lot of inspiration from the city, because this is where we're from. This is us. So I was walking around LES.
And you were born and raised here, right?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Queens.
Yeah.
So I was really quick. Like I was walking through LES, and I'm trying to gain inspiration from everything I see, conversations I hear, people I see on the street, everything. And I see a graffiti of ghosts. I'm like, dang, like like throughout all this, like I can be shy, and especially with my art, like I do not always want to show it to people, Like sometimes I want to just record that song in my room, put it away from me to listen to later. And, if you want to build though, you can't do that. You gotta put yourself out there. So wanting to be a ghost, like wanting to not be seen. So I'm like, all right, boom, ghost is fire. I'm gonna stick with that. But, there's a lot of ghosts out there. There's Ghostface Killer, there's Ghost Main, there's ghosts all over the place. So I was just like, all right, ghost, I gotta make it a little different.
But you are the Ghxstarx, no longer the Nova.
No longer Nova, just Ghxstarx. So I was going to bars, and every time I went to a bar, like I would just sit there and I just want to have my beer, my whiskey, relax. And then people come up to me like, yo, you look like a star. You look like a star. You look like somebody. You look like somebody. I'm like, yo, I want to have my beer. Like, leave me alone. But then I really thought about it. I'm just like, dang, that's actually fire, like star, because I don't want to be seen, but I'm seen wherever I go. People are like, yo, you look like somebody. I'm like, yo, just leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I got the name.
It's like you're like the popular kid in school, and it's like, I don't want to be popular.
Yeah.
And you do something like not popular, and you're still somehow popular.
Yo. But our new co-host wanted to come for you because you had some some issues with the album or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Speak your mind, girl. You're
not the only one.
Now.
You're not the only
your
one.
Platform now.
You're not the only one.
I told you right before we started recording, I was like, I'm gonna come for you. So as I'm listening to your music, right? Because I gotta be doing my research out here. I'm listening and I'm like, yo, some of your songs, they sounded a little similar. Some of the drum beats, some of the guitar beats.
Yeah, you mean in terms of like the formula?
Headset was like really similar to, there was another side, anything.
Headstrong, you mean, right?
Headsick. Headstrong's by Trap.
Oh, yeah. Headstrong's another song, Kept going back.
Oh, I see what you're saying about the formula of the song. Okay. Yeah, so that's just my writing process. Where I do, like, if you notice, I do have a breakdown. I do have a certain section where there's just like a low point where I love, like what I love when I make music is at the breakout point where the chorus all comes together at the end because you're trying to tell a story, and like when I'm doing that, for the EP, it's like, this is like my portfolio where I'm just like, I'm sending it to labels and stuff like that. I'm just like, yo, look at my body of work. This is what I could do. So it's kind of like a test sample. So what I really love to do is when I'm writing the song, I want it to have like a low point where at a certain point it breaks out, like the chorus or the whatever, like there has to be like a breakdown where it's like the second verse is usually like the low point, and then the last verse or chorus, is like it pops because it pops even more. So that's just my formula right now for this EP. But I do have some more music I'm working on for next year. So I have my whole year planned out for my releases already.
But what about like the editing? How is that going? Is your brother, in the background doing all the editing and all that?
So I do, my brother and I, we work very closely. I feel like with the songs.
Shout out to Billy Kennedy.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy Kennedy.
Yo, by the way, everyone, they killed it on the performances.
He killed it.
2 songs, See You When I Can, Smile, Lit. It was crazy. Billy, real quick, man. Thank you so much for killing it on there, bro. And bro, how'd you feel, bro? How you feeling right now, man?
Thank you for having us, and I feel great. And I don't know if everyone's ready for it. It's something a little different, but I think everyone's gonna love it.
I don't know. You were sounding a little cocky earlier, bro. They ain't ready for it, right?
I don't think anyone's ready for it, honestly.
There you go. That's the Billy Kennedy I know and love. You know what I'm saying? The cocky brother,
Yeah.
The way
I don't think you guys are ready for him.
With the guitar,
oh, those guitar solos.
Yo, there was like some smoke coming out of his hands.
Yeah.
Oh man, forget.
Yo,
there was a little
Billy, your
smoke
fingers
coming.
hurt?
Yeah.
Your
Nah,
fingers hurt, Billy?
those are
Nah.
calloused. Those are broken in. Oh, all right. Back to our writing process. I love working with my brother the most because we've been working on music since I was 10 and he was like 12, you know? Like, so we really get each other musically. Like we could just pick up a guitar and we could just start playing together. So if I bring an idea to my brother, that's where I see when I can. That's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna name this the album because it's the one song where I was just like, I bet this is everything I want it to be. Because we're on a different like wavelength musically. Where like, you know, this is 20 years of playing guitar together. We're gonna know how each other feels in a certain situation. Like something happens while we're playing guitar live or whatever. I look at him, he knows what I'm thinking, and boom, we just keep going because we just know we have that. So my brother helps me out. We're working on some new stuff too. For my solo work, his solo work, and then we're working on duo stuff too, where we're gonna, I don't know, we're thinking about maybe going masked up, like so nobody knows who we are. We're working on a lot of music stuff, so we have that. That's like where our brotherhood is built off of is music, you know?
Yeah.
So some of the songs we recorded, my follow-up single that's gonna be coming out in the next couple months called Pandora. It's a
Yeah.
re-release from when I was Nova.
Okay.
But yeah, it's reworked, it's remastered, it's more cohesive idea. So he helped me with a lot of songs. I got my boy Helsing over in London. He sends me songs. Shout out Helsing. And then a couple of the other songs I bought off of producers. And then I got my boy TNVR over in Connecticut. He's my engineer. He does the mixing and mastering on these guys. And he'll come up to me with ideas. So we just text or FaceTime back and forth. It's all digital. We send files back and forth.
Nah, I love that. I love when the
Yeah.
music community just comes
Yeah,
together.
like I record in my room, he records at his house, and we just make my whole project was recorded at houses. I didn't pay for $1 million studio in Manhattan. This is all done in our bedrooms. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Yeah, that's the best kind of
Yeah.
music, you know? You think that,
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury was doing that in the studio all the
Nah,
time?
yeah, we don't have money.
Yeah.
We're not rich, you know. Like we're trying to just make
Broke out
it.
here.
Yo, but I want to talk about that Nova. I mean, Nova. Look at that. I'm still calling it Ghxstarx. My
Ghxstarx.
bad. You know what I'm saying? We were just talking about it, but I want to talk about that process, right? Because, like you mentioned, man, it's hard to get a big band in the studio, rehearsals,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. It costs money, man.
Does.
So, like the drum beats you have are digital. Like, what's that? What's going on there, bro?
So yeah, they're all digital right
Okay.
now. But when you guys stay tuned to his upcoming debut, or not debut, but his upcoming EP and singles, he's working on. We're working on like live recording drums. So we're doing this all on our own. Like we're not trying to go out. We're trying to like build this, like find a community of people who want to work and do stuff for us. So yeah, check that out. That's coming up. But right now, on all my projects are all digital, MIDI drums, or
Okay.
samples. You know.
So what really inspired you to get into rock music or just music in general?
Well, music in general, I think it just came down from my parents. Just in the car rides, just listening to what they listen to. We go on long drives to upstate, whatever, and listen to them. And then after a little while, like my uncles, they're very musical. They would show us more of the rock side. So just growing up, I came from like my mother, she'd be cooking, there'd be music in the house, So just always, like my mom, she put me onto the Beatles. I would say that's my entry point, is the
Shout
Beatles.
out to mom. The best thing she ever did for you.
My
young
mom,
man.
because the album Beatles 1 came out, so my mom was just playing all their hits. And then gradually we started discovering more and more. Like I found out about Nirvana. My brother found out about Blink-182. Like we started just growing, just getting more of a knowledge. It got into like so deep. By 12, I was listening to death metal.
Nice.
And
Man,
hip hop.
with a little death
I'd be
metal,
listening to NWA, and then I'd be listening to like a Norwegian black metal band. Like I just started getting like this crazy sense of music, like
yeah.
like all, and what it all correlates to is like it's just all raw music.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to listen to like a song where like I know 60 people wrote it in the studio. Like I want some dude who was like homeless.
All right, I feel that.
And he
That's
was
the
raw
best.
and he's
Yeah,
down
he
to-
was shooting up heroin. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
to
that's
keep
why-
it a buck, I mean, rock music has a lot of pain,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, me personally, I like to see the underdog win.
Yeah. I mean,
feel me?
even it correlates. I tell people all the time, like, yo, the raw emotion that's in hip hop, it's in punk music too.
Oh, facts.
Like you listen to Tupac, Hit 'Em Up, that's not aggressive. That's not a punk song where he's just like, yo, fuck you. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna do what I'm gonna do. And that's the same thing
Yeah.
you get with punk music where it's just like,
I don't know.
yo,
That Tupac Hit 'Em Up was a little fucking crazy.
it was, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's raw emotion. It's hardcore.
So when did you start playing guitar?
I started bass first.
Yeah.
I was a
Okay.
bassist, and bass is
You're
still
slapping the bass.
slapping the bass. Yo, bass was
Slapping
my
the bass.
first love. Like, yo, the
There you
bass.
go.
I think I grew up watching bands like the Sex Pistols,
Fire.
like all those like
Fire.
bands growing up. Like, yo, I always thought the bass player was the coolest dude in the band.
Yeah.
And I think they had to do that because usually the guy sucked, but he looked the coolest.
Mhm.
And as a kid, I was like, yo, that dude inspires me. Like Sid Vicious, Gene Simmons and Kiss, like all
Oh,
the
hell
coolest
yeah,
dudes were the
yeah.
bass player.
James Jameson, another
Yeah.
monster on the bass,
Yeah.
bro. Facts.
So I ended up picking up the bass first because I think naturally because my brother was playing guitar first too.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right, I don't want to be the guitar guy too. You know,
Yeah,
like who
fair.
else is cool in the band? There's always cool people. So I was like, all right, boom, I'm gonna play bass. My uncle, rest in peace, my uncle.
R.I.P.
He bought me my first bass, this Ibanez, and yo, we would play the shit out of that shit every day. We'd be playing guitar. We would just look up. I remember the first time he told me a song. It was a Green Day song. I was just like, yo, I want to play in your band. I want to play in your band. I was the annoying little brother. And yo, I'm like, yo, I want to play in band with you guys. And they're like, yo, shut up. And then finally I broke it. My brother's like, all right, boom, play these notes. And it was a Green Day song. So that's the
Yeah.
first song I ever learned, like at 12. No, I must have been 10. Yeah, 10 years old. I started playing, you know, these pop punk songs like Blink-182
Fire.
and Green Day. And that's how I started. That's why you hear the pop punk influence in my music. That's what I grew up on, you know?
So educate us a little bit. So, what's like your favorite guitar? What's the best kind of guitar?
So my favorite kind of guitar has to be the Fender series of guitars, specifically the Telecaster. There's something about the Telecaster that works well with my soul.
What
and-
works so well about the Telecaster?
So I would have to say just the build of the guitar, like the neck. Pause.
The neck-
Pause. The neck of the guitar, like it sits well with me. Like I just love how it feels in my hands.
So
Okay.
you like wood in your hands,
Yeah,
huh?
and I get the wood in my hands. Yeah.
Just so you know about that? You know
I
about
know a little
putting
bit too
your-
much about that.
But yeah, the overall structure of that shit I love.
So where's the wood usually lie in your hand?
Definitely in this hand.
Okay.
here.
Ladies, he's a lefty.
Yo.
No, I'm a righty. The left hand is what you use the most. Your non-dominant hand is what you do the most work with.
Oh
on guitar.
shit, that makes a lot of sense. You
Yeah.
guys are magical. That's
Yeah.
no wonder all the ladies love you.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Fucking
No, the
spirit.
ladies definitely love your brother because I was seeing your brother. He was
Yeah.
killing it on that guitar.
The ladies are you. There was nobody else here but you to talk about my man. Yo,
Oh,
Billy, be
Billy.
careful, man.
I think I'm cute.
Suave's in the
I'm
building, yo. Make sure you protect them, man. Don't get into any trouble. It's your first episode.
No promises.
That's what's up, though. Okay, so
Yeah.
the Fender. The Fender.
Yeah,
for
Fender
you.
Telecaster definitely.
You know, Gibson. You said that with the
Yeah, Gibson I never
has
really,
moments.
I never like mess with Gibson too much. I would
Okay.
say my second one that I love Ibanez. They're more on like the metal side of guitars, and you could also use them, I guess you could say, in like blues and funk and stuff like that. But they have like a thinner, like it all comes down to like next for me, and like the humbuckers and all that. The humbuckers are where you get like that raw, like that punch, you know, like that.
Copy.
Yeah. So like just with the thinner neck too, you could do so much more, you know. So I really mess with like Fender Telecasters and just Ibanez, like an Ibanez GL was really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Now, also, I mean, you know, with the guitar situation, like, you know, where do you usually purchase your guitars? Like, where do you go to purchase your guitars?
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking in my bedroom
Mm-hmm.
and this dude could attest to it. Most of the guitars in my room were given to me by my uncle or my brother.
Oh, well,
Yo,
okay.
I got like
Hand-me-downs.
8 guitars.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I get the hand-me-downs, but they're like, yo, or they'll buy me a guitar. Like, well, we're fixing up this guitar. It was maybe not the first guitar, but it was one of the first guitars I've had. When I was about 13, my uncle got me my first Telecaster.
Okay.
And he got me that, and like that, I guess that changed the game for me. I remember it was Christmas. He got both of us Telecasters, and like, yo, we were so hyped. We were like, yo, what?
Yo, hand-me-downs is where it's at. Because even I was
Yeah.
like checking out your social media. Like, you be going to like the thrift
Oh yeah,
shop.
I'd be thrifting. Yeah,
You be saying it like I'm wearing second generation
yeah,
hand-me-down clothes.
Everything I'm wearing, like, I just thrifted. You know, like this is like that's where it's at. You know, like recycle.
A resourceful individual.
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
If you're a starving artist, that's the best way to be, brother.
You get the most fire stuff too. People be like, "Yo, where you get your clothes?" I'm like, "Thrift store, bro. You gotta dig, but you find fire
Yeah.
stuff."
Got some good shit in there.
Yo, see, I can see that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You looking wavy, not for nothing, man. You were,
I mean, I added the spikes
Yeah.
myself.
What about
Yeah,
the hat?
that's
You didn't
fire.
get that at a thrift store.
Nah, this one's Amazon.
Oh, all right.
The
That is
one
like
thing. The one thing.
that's the corporate thrift store.
People often
Yo,
ask
you
you
seen
about the hat.
you seen hats at thrift stores? I ain't putting that on my head. Yo, they look crusty at the thrift store.
How often do people ask you about the hat?
When I wear this one, I get just like, "Yo, that's a good look, dog." Yo, That's fine. Nobody really asks me where I get my stuff anymore, but yeah.
They look at you, they're like,
I usually
Yeah,
rock a
baby, shop.
bandana. I mean, if you peep the socials, it's usually a bandana.
yeah,
But I'm in the middle of laundry right now. Yeah.
laundry week.
Oh, I got like 6 bandanas at the laundromat right now. Yeah.
So I wanted to bring this up because, back in like the late 70s, early 80s, rock music was just, it was
Yeah, number
striving.
one.
Everyone listened to rock music.
Yeah.
Everyone was in a band. Like,
Mhm.
that was just typical. So, now, of course, new generations come, new music comes,
Yeah.
and, music just evolves. How do you feel that rock is not, the number one heard genre?
I love it. I love that, like, because at a certain point, if anything gets too big, it becomes a parody of itself. So you see rock, it hit a certain point where it was all about like an image, and you didn't have to write good songs anymore. Like, I guess the peak was the emo scene. That's when hip hop started coming in and hitting heavy, because it had that raw emotion that was going on for years, So I grew up loving hip hop, like hip hop is still to this day one of my favorite genres. I listen to Chief Keef every day.
He's a beast,
There you go.
bro.
I
Who
listen to
doesn't,
Chief
you know?
Keef
There you
every
go.
day, and those songs go hard. Like I grew up off of ASAP Mob, and I grew up off of even Eminem. Like 50 Cent, G Unit.
Yeah.
I grew up with all those dudes, but even like going back to listen to like NWA and listen to all those guys, like I love that other genres are getting the respect they deserve. You know what I'm saying? And today, like I even love it more because like now, like the alternative scene is underground, so that's forcing people to do different things that because in the 70s and 80s and 90s, everybody wanted to sound like the one band. Like in 90s,
Yeah.
everybody wanted to sound like Nirvana or Green Day, or like in the 80s, everybody wanted to sound like Poison or whatever.
Yeah,
Kiss.
facts. Yeah, yeah.
know,
Guns
so,
N'
like, now,
Roses,
like,
whatever.
it's-
Well, that's not nice.
It's forcing people to be creative, So that's what I like. You're getting this really cool underground scene where you get solo artists, like kids who can't even play guitar, but they're making metal music. That shit's fire because they're working with producers and stuff like that. So I really like the underground alternative scene right now. You're seeing some people do great stuff.
Do you want to actually talk about a little bit about like MIGS?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, Migs my
Yo,
dog.
your word, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, so you were at that Wasted situation, right?
Yeah.
A single, like, there was
So-
like a showcase that was going on.
Yeah, so at the Wasted concert, like,
Yeah.
me and Mike, MLM Management, me and him, we ran into each other. I was at a Strain Games, shout out Lab Rats. They had me on to, showcase on my music at
Yeah.
this Bud event. And then I seen Mike outside, Mike Loco, and like we're pretty sure we met someone at some
Yeah,
point. Like, yo, it
yeah.
was good. And he's like, yo, I'm around. And like that was like our official meeting, and like it was all love, and they really liked what I was doing. So they wanted to put me on to the show. And that was a great experience. We're working on stuff right now too. Like we're working on future shows. And it's like it's all
Yeah, he's
love.
got
like,
a show. He just had a show.
yeah,
on
they had a show
Wednesday,
last night. Yeah, or
Yeah,
it was
Wednesday.
like
It was Wednesday.
yeah, they're doing like really
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Yo,
'cause-
no, he's valid. I met him too. I had the opportunity
Yeah.
to meet him at Aphrodite. You
Yeah.
told me that Aphrodite was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to her. She was in, the
talking about the underground scene, like
Yeah,
yo, they're
facts.
putting on people from the underground scene
Yeah.
to like yo,
It's
you
real.
want to showcase what you got, like all right, let's see what you got, like
Yeah.
put it in front of put it on tape, like put
Mhm.
it on the stage, like let's see what you got, and you've seen people really step up to the plate and do dope stuff. Like Migs is killing it, like, and they're all considered, I guess, underground, but they're on the brink of like breaking out to that next level, and it's dope to see,
You were even shouted out in Tristan Cruz and Aaliyah's music video, no?
No, they were the ones they shot my music video. So with them, they're in this dope band. It's called Autumn Estate, I believe. But yo, like, it's all love with them. So I had a need where like I needed a videographer, where my boy Jeremy Filmsmore, shout out Jeremy, he was out of town. He like did all the visuals for like Head Sick and stuff like that. You see on my IG.
That was a crazy video.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like, they
'cause,
did
yo,
such a great job.
Yo, I'm
man.
actually getting
God,
tattooed in
bro.
that, like
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that. There's a reggaetonero, like I listen to that reggaeton shit.
yeah.
Called Arcangel, where he's getting tattooed in the video. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
man's on it. I'm like, yo, my
Yeah,
man
I'm
Ghxstarx
actually getting
going.
tattooed in that.
He's going in right now. It's lit.
Yeah, yeah. So with Jeremy, like I had to
Yeah.
avoid like my dog, like he's doing stuff around the country, Mr. Worldwide, we call him. Because yo, he be in LA, he be in Miami, he be in
Oh,
Brooklyn.
good for him, man. That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
up.
So I needed somebody to shoot my video,
Yeah.
because the EP was getting ready to drop. So I was like, yo, Tristan, I need your help. He's like, I bet I got you. So we I found the location for that video. And the funny thing is it's actually a church the See You When I Can video, that's a basement of a Baptist church.
Wow.
They sold it to artists.
He's going crazy in the church.
Yo,
you know? He was raising the roof, literally.
That's a they have about 20 rooms in the basement of
your
this
type
church.
of party, huh, girl?
Let me tell you, just to be outside, guys. Y'all gonna see. Through my stories.
Yeah, we got this video and they shot it, and I think it came out. It's everything I wanted the video to be, you know?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. You're getting creative. Yo, I enjoy that, man, because I feel like there's a, I don't like to go in on my people, man, but I'm like, yo, give me some creativity.
I know.
Bro.
I don't want to see a car with
like,
money
you know
no
what I mean?
more.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm a creative.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see TNA in every single video.
No.
Or give it to me in a creative form.
I don't want to see I don't want to see a rented Ferrari.
Yeah, you know what
I
I'm
know it's not
saying?
yours. I know this, dog.
I saw you on the subway yesterday. What you mean?
I saw you on the bus, dog. But yeah, that's what, like I'm trying to build where like everything I drop is, I could like,
Stop
like
the cap.
Yeah, right. So that's what I try to do, like something more raw. Like, yo, that place is like not too far from where I live. That's like a 5-block walk. So I'm trying to do something raw where like I'm taking essence, like I told you, inspiration from the city. Like you could find that out there. You just gotta, you gotta think differently. You gotta explore something. I was like, yo, I found like this creepy looking, Saw looking area. I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a creepy birthday party. Because the chorus is like, I forgot your birthday. So I was like, yo, this is the birthday party.
I was about to say, I was like, what really inspired you? Because, it's talking about you missed her birthday.
That's the birthday party.
Damn, son, you missed the
I'm not gonna
birthday,
lie.
bro.
You missed the birthday.
That's the birthday party. That's the video.
Was she mad?
I said,
It is what it is, right?
yeah.
You said something
Probably
earlier that
was.
was very introspective, man.
Oh, all right. So yeah, what
man.
the song's about, that song's about, like, I had to have an internal dialogue with myself. Where I was just like, can I really be with this person while I'm so messed up in the head? Like, I can't even remember your birthday. How am I supposed to have a healthy relationship with this person? So it's kind of like me talking to myself in my own head. Like, I got my own problems that I got to fix before I could even explore being in a relationship with somebody. Because, like, even when you're down and out, you want to be, like loved by somebody, whatever. But like, if you're messed up and you're true with yourself, you can't do that.
Relationships are like an onion. You start peeling it back, and then sooner or later, you're just like, damn, do I even want you?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah,
look at them differently.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yo, I don't even know your birthday, dog. Like, how you
like,
gonna be
do I
my
even
girl?
care?
Yeah, it's like, do I even care?
So in the music video, you got a cake, and I just had to know, how many cakes did you go through?
All right, so you watched the whole thing? You watched the whole video?
I did.
You saw the ending where like I smashed the cake?
That's why I was like, how many cakes did this man go through?
There was only one cake.
No way.
Word?
Yo, I was broke when I made that video. I had like $20.
Cakes cost
money.
like $60,
you
my
didn't
guy.
eat the cake?
I mean, you saw I smeared it on my face. I didn't
I
eat
know,
that.
but like,
Nah,
how you wasting cake out here?
that wasn't a waste. That was art. That was art. All right. Yo, so like I didn't have much money, and like that cake, I was gonna go to a bakery and they were like, yo, $100. I was like, damn, dog.
For a cake?
I was gonna write happy birthday. I was gonna write see you when I can or something on the cake. But yo, like I was like, all right. So I go to the local grocery store and like, I think it was like $40, $50. I'm like, damn. All right. So yo,
You bought a cake at a grocery store?
Yeah, like
You don't just make the cake?
no, it was like a Stop and Shop type of thing, but like not a Stop
And
and
it's still
Shop.
that much?
Supermarket.
You don't bake, do you?
Nah, I don't bake. I don't
See,
cook.
that's why I gotta learn how to bake. Save some money.
Yeah, I ended up doing that, and I remember the last scene. I was like, "Yo, we gotta hit this because we only got one cake." So when I smashed it at the end on the mirror, I was like, "Yo, we only got one take. It gotta be good."
Yeah.
Puts the pressure on,
Yeah. No,
gotta
I
be
mean,
good.
pressure breaks pipes, man, and it makes
Exactly,
diamonds. You
yeah.
already know, man.
Exactly.
Yo, you know what's so funny, man? When you have one take, you're like, nah, we're gonna
got
do
that
this
one.
shit.
We can't. There's no option.
All of a sudden, you're like laser focused.
Exactly.
My guy.
Like I was just like, all right, because like I can't like do like any. And then like we started messing around with it afterwards, like writing in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like I did my hand on it and all that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I just wanted to taste it, I just wonder what it tastes
I'm not gonna lie, like when I was doing that on my face, like I did taste it. It wasn't even that good. So
Because you got the Stop and Shop.
yeah, it deserved to be thrown out. That cake deserved to be thrown out.
Yo, Ghxstarx, man, how do you feel about hip hoppers now painting their nails, or men nowadays painting?
I
their
didn't
nails?
notice that.
It's crazy.
Even
'Cause,
like
that's
Bad
a
Bunny.
rock thing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I always felt like that belonged to the genre of rock
Yeah.
music. You know what
I mean,
I'm saying?
I feel like nothing at this point of the game, nothing belongs to anybody. The only thing I want, and I want everybody listening, I just want you to make sure you're doing it so you could actually express yourself and not so you could look like somebody else. I want you to do it so you could feel good, because I do see people and I could already tell they're just doing it because they seen Bad Bunny doing it. You know, don't be doing that. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because, you know, like, don't wear the clothes because you see Drake wearing those clothes.
Preach.
Wear it because you want to wear it. Don't be trying to be somebody else. Like, be you. Look deep within yourself and go to the store and don't think, what would Bad Bunny wear today? Think, what will I wear today?
How has that authenticity helped you along your career here in music, man?
I think people just see me more raw. They see it's not a facade. Like, yo, I'll talk to people and like, it'll be love. And like, also, like, some people will be able to tell, like, if I talk to them and like I'm sizing them up, kind of, they'll know, like, oh damn. But then, you know, people have broken through that. Like, I have been wrong, you know, like, not everybody's right. But sometimes, you know, like, the most part, like, people see, like, I'm raw, I'm real, I'm about it. So I get a certain level of respect, you know, because they know, like, I grew up. I'm not just I play at hip hop shows. I play my rock music at hip hop shows. I played hip hop songs at rock shows. You know, like, I do all this stuff just because I love music. I'm not like capping about it. People can really tell. It really shows, you know, like, because you can only lie for so long until people find you out.
Jesse, would you date a guy that paints his nails?
Listen, I've dated.
Or have you already?
I've already done
Toenails.
it. Like,
Only the toenails.
Billy, I'm telling you,
Oh,
man.
man.
Billy, I'm telling you, be careful, loco.
You know,
Only the toenails. The toenails.
Speaking about toenails, I actually, like, a couple of weeks ago had a guy scratch my back with his toenails.
All right.
So,
Oh, wow.
listen, Jesse doesn't
That's that smell.
discriminate. Listen, Jesse.
That's what that smell is.
Like I said, Jesse, I taste the swirl, you know. I'm open to anything.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm a pervy old lady.
Yeah. Let's go.
It is what it is.
We all got our bag.
Bro, you know what I like about you the most too, bro? Like, you mad romantic, bro.
Yo, I love love.
I be, yo, for real. You're like one of the most romantic musicians I've ever met in my life.
Yo, because I love.
You be posting with, you know, I'm not,
My
you know, we're
girl.
not gonna mention. Yo, okay,
Yeah,
if
my
you
girl,
mention it,
yeah.
it's cool.
I love my girl, yeah.
Yeah, no, you
Oh.
be out there, yo, no holds barred. I'm like, yo, my man.
Yo, we're
is
jumping off the
keeping-
cliffs together.
You are real,
Yeah.
because you don't see dudes out there
Yo,
posting
nah.
anybody. Yo,
Nah.
people live in fear.
Yo, because I love.
That's me.
Oh.
Ain't no one know. Yo, Jesse's single. Jesse got a man. Jesse in a trouble.
I let people know.
Ain't
I
gonna
let people know. Because, yo, I love love. Like, I love being in love. I don't love. I
Is
remember,
it like the high? Like, you're chasing the high from it, or is it
I
something
just-
that
I
you
mean,
felt like you lacked?
like, everything I do in life, like, with the negative feelings, I put that so hard into the music, you know? Like, I think it's really important for people to feel what they feel. When I'm happy, I'm fucking skipping down the fucking street, you know? But if I'm feeling really down, I feel what I'm supposed to feel. If I'm in love, I'm going to be in love. I'm not going to hide it from anybody. If I'm angry, I wear my heart on my sleeve, I guess you could say. You know, like,
what's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
That's why. I don't even like him anymore.
Yo, he could have
Yeah.
said he's an anything. You would have said that's
Yeah,
why.
right?
No,
No, I'm a Scorpio.
no,
I'm a
Pisces?
Scorpio.
My whole life, I'm always running into Pisces.
I'm a
Y'all
Scorpio.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Y'all toxic.
No. I show
Human
love.
beings are toxic. And if you want to stop being toxic, go to attitudeon10.com. You know what I mean? Where psychotherapy meets energy work.
Let's
go
go.
heal that trauma.
No more teardrops.
It was the Johnson and Johnson. Isn't that No More Teardrops?
Yeah, right. No more tears. It was like the fish bottle, the shampoo. Remember that one?
Fish bottle.
You remember like the shampoo back in the day? Somebody give me.
I was too
somebody-
broke for Johnson and Johnson. We had, 99-cent store, store
Yo,
brand.
VO5, whatever was left over
Yeah.
from the 80s. They
I
don't
still
even
use
make
it.
VO5.
Oh, they do.
It's not even
It's
a
at the
brand.
bodega. Go to your local bodega. It's $1.
And you're on like our broke level, you know?
Yo,
he's like,
you
I got a
already
little bit of come up.
Yo, man, I gotta pay for microphones and make
Oh, I
sure
know.
that, you know.
I'm
that-
seeing all the cameras.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'll do
The lights
whatever
and
it
everything.
takes, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not here to impress anybody.
Oh no.
But my beautiful people that subscribe to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. If you ain't
Notifications.
liking this, let us know if you like Jesse or not, because we can't replace us. Suave's waiting in the wings. You feel me?
Stay back. Y'all gonna love me. Trust me. With my stories.
Let's go.
everyone
So
knows
how
me.
do you feel overall right now, man? Where you at with the music? Because you've been doing a great job of marketing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm feeling,
you're creating like a package deal. Making
Yeah.
sure that you got content. And
I'm
things of that
thinking
nature.
outside the box now.
Yeah. Okay.
Like with my Wasted concert,
Mm-hmm.
if you went to that show, that didn't sound anything like my recordings.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do is this whole entertainment package where my recordings and you're gonna get two. It's kind of like remixes of it's gonna be the live edition of my song. So you're getting two different forms of entertainment. I'm trying to build that into physical media, where like if you buy the CD or whatever, it's gonna be different music on there too. So right now I feel good where I'm at. I definitely do feel momentum, but I'm not satisfied at all. And like I do stress it heavy. Like I want things to be perfect. It's never gonna be perfect, but I have so many ideas. That's the hard thing about being creative is I have 1,000,001 ideas, but I gotta hone it in. You know, I gotta complete this song. I got a song coming out in the next couple months. Like I need to get that done.
Where do you see like your music in 5 years? I mean, do you plan on just staying with rock, or do you think you might
No.
venture out?
Right now I do want to keep it all in the alternative scene. Like right now you heard the pop punk EDM. For the next year I'm working on something more in the industrial realm, like more like 9 Inch Nails.
Well, I fucking love 9 Inch
like
Nails, man.
I'm working on something. I do want to get a little bit heavier, a little bit more live musicians. I do see it staying in the pop rock sphere. But I do see myself helping out hip hop artists. You know, like if you need, I could play drums too. I could play some drums on your track. I could do guitar on your track. I could do bass. You know, I could write for people. I do like see myself as a tool that I could help people. In terms of my own music, just rock is what my heart is. You know, like alternative, whether it's like The Cure or it's like, you know, Primus. You know, like anything within that realm. Because if you look up subgenres of rock, there's hundreds. So I can keep going until I die. You know,
Honestly,
I can keep going.
I love that. I love when, you know, just the music community is just coming together.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, we all got the same goal. You know,
Yeah.
we want to hear different creative mindsets all come together.
We learn from each other.
Exactly.
You steal something from me, maybe I can steal something from you later.
Yeah, like no hard feelings, man. You know.
Yeah, it's all love. Yo, that means I inspired you to do something. You might inspire me to do something later. You know, like it's all love. I love that.
And that's how, yeah, man. That's how you create that's how you evolve music.
Exactly.
You know, you're not gonna evolve music by just staying in the same zone all the time.
Yeah, like I
you
know
what
I'm not
saying?
like I'm not making a new genre of music, but I am switching up some things.
But you never know you could.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
Mess
You just
around
gotta keep going.
could.
Yeah, exactly.
You mess with the right people, you know what I mean? Put
Exactly.
yourself in uncomfortable situations that
Exactly.
then turn out to be, you know, good situations for
yeah.
yourself, man. I like the fact you're okay being uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing I guess I learned that playing sports at a young kid.
Okay.
You know, my parents put me into sports, basketball, baseball, football, all that. But like, yo, like I don't want to play against some other schools basketball, but yo, you got to go out there and you got to do it, and you got to be good. You know, you got to arrive 5 minutes early. You know, playing sports really like, and music, like growing up, like that just like puts something in my brain where like you got to be uncomfortable. And you know what? Now I tell myself if I go out and I perform or if I play my music, you know, everybody in the room might hate it, but there's gonna be that one guy who fucks with it.
Yeah.
And I've had that.
That's a fact.
I've had it where I bombed, like where nobody liked my music. I get off, and then one dude comes up to me and is just like, dude, your music changed my life. You know, that's just crazy. And that one dude, that's my homie. You know, like we're in the same boat now because he gets me.
Right.
You know? So no matter like you can get hate on so much, but you know, there's gonna be somebody out there. If you're true to it, there's gonna be people who fuck with it. If you're capping and you're trying to sound like Gunna or you're trying to sound like Green Day exactly on the track, like you're gonna fuck up.
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
yeah, no.
People are gonna see through it.
Yeah, man. People will fucking smell that shit.
Yeah, from a mile away.
It's a stench like
Like
that.
you stepped in it.
Yeah, for real. Like that onion you mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
God, nothing smells worse than a dirty onion. Jesus Christ.
I like the onions.
You like the onions?
That's just Jesse being Jesse.
What does that mean? You like
do you
the
mean?
onions?
It could be very.
The stank.
I don't know. I've never heard that term before.
That's the stank. The aroma.
I don't know, man. I don't like anything that smells like a dirty onion. I'll tell you that. I'd stay away from that
Listen,
shit
when you in
all
love,
the time.
When you in love, like how homeboy over here saying he has, you know, his love on the sleeve.
Nah.
Sometimes, you'll take the dirty dick. You'll take the
Sometimes
dirty.
you're eating that raw onion,
Please.
like the Grinch. You're eating that raw onion.
See, there you go.
Give me that onion, son.
Love it. I love it.
Wildin'. I will kick your ass out my house. I smell something crazy.
Damn.
You know, you serious? You
don't even join her inside the shower?
What happened?
You don't just join them inside the shower?
Oh, I mean, yeah, but you showering. What you mean?
Listen,
I like
you ain't
stink
coming. You ain't
myself.
coming from the tennis court to my crib thinking you
I
about
want
to get
the sweat. I'm
slayed out. Nah, I don't get down like that.
I
bro.
do.
No.
Nah,
I like it
man.
wet and
you ever
wild.
heard of pH balance? I ain't trying to get a yeast infection. Y'all wildin', bro.
I already got one.
Yo.
I'm sitting here with one. No,
I don't know. That's some under 30 shit. Y'all be on some
I got
other
one.
shit. Bro. Hey, man, whatever works for you. I just don't
Yeast
like having
makes
a bad
bread, baby.
preparation. Bro, what is that? Vagisil? Nah,
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
Nah, that
I'm
don't
good.
even work, honestly. You need that strong antibiotics.
Yeah, I know. That's that other cream
And if it's
that
really bad,
yeah.
penicillin, guys.
Oh, nah, penicillin.
You don't want that
nah.
penicillin shot.
Nah, that no.
Trust me, from experience, you know, that long ass needle, some thick, you
I
know,
don't want
yogurt
that.
looking
Jesse,
thing right in your
please.
ass.
I'm scared.
From now on, stay away from the penicillin shop, please. You're not in the
I'm trying,
This
I'm
ain't
trying.
Vietnam 1960. You-
Listen,
bend over.
out here on these streets, out here on these
she
streets, it be
belongs to
like
the
that.
streets.
He's like, yo, I had a needle this big.
You can't change you.
She's going to war.
Yo.
Listen, like I said, I'm gonna be that little old lady. I'm gonna tell my grandkid, your dick still work?
Yeah.
Yo. Hey,
Don't knock up Jesse, guys.
thank God that's a long time from now, you know.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I may be pregnant now. Who knows?
Hey, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for
We'll
you.
get
know
you a
what I mean?
shot. We're going to have a
You
shot.
Oh man, should not even play. Look, we take Plan B's like multivitamins out here. That's how outside we
Yo,
were.
yeah, outside. Wow.
Yum.
I ain't gonna front though. I spent
Yo,
a couple.
this summer was.
I spent
it
a
was the
couple
summer.
hundred on Plan Bs over the years. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yo, I always wondered like what would happen if I took it? Like, what happens if I took Plan B?
You
Did
might
ever
be
think-
like really hormonal. Like you might be like.
Oh, I
coming
might just
out,
get, like, my period?
Yeah.
My nipples start hurting? Yeah, we gotta try that on the
Be like that
podcast.
scene in The Longest Yard. I've
All right,
never
we're
seen
gonna,
that.
the next time
Ever
I'm on here,
seen
I'm gonna
the-
take it, and then the next day
Yo.
I'm gonna come onto the podcast. We're gonna
All
see
right.
what
Y'all
happens.
never seen like Sex in the City where one of the girls takes a Viagra
Oh yeah, and they're fucking.
and she's horny as hell.
yeah, I seen that.
She's
yeah.
like
Some
sing
girls was
Oprah.
horny as hell on
It
that
was-
show.
it was the-
it was the
24/7.
horniest-
What are you talking
Nah,
about?
it was the horniest one,
You
and she got
touched
even
them
more.
girls. They were sleeping with you, bro.
She found the next. She found the next
You know
level.
that show was written by. Well, you know what? I ain't gonna go there. Look, the next segment we're gonna go into our next segment, which is sponsored by OTW Threads. Be out of this world. AttitudeOn10.com, where psychotherapy meets energy work. Man, go heal that trauma and BJS photography. Go get them photos. And now we've reached the point in the podcast, Jesse and Ghxstarx, where it's time to play 5 words with Angel.
I think y'all gonna be scared.
Let's
from
go.
Yo, yeah, now
Get it.
5 words with Angel. I'm just gonna give the first word. Jesse's gonna take it over. Cause this is what it is, man. We gotta pass the baton. You know what I'm saying? And give the youth they gotta shine, man. And I gotta stay my ass behind the camera and do other shit.
What
'cause-
really is Angel's just scared about my responses.
Yes, I
He's
am.
scared I'm gonna just, he's gonna
Yeah,
get fined.
Exactly. Facts.
My bad.
No, it's all good, Jesse. I'm here.
scared of
the
myself.
first word on 5 words with Angel Ghxstarx is what's your favorite genre of rock?
I would say it's changing every day. If I had to pick one, emo.
Okay. All
Emo.
right. Now, Jesse, take it over, girl. There's your segment. Go ahead,
All right,
girl.
so-
Take it over.
Best band in that genre.
Emo, The Used. It's gotta be The Used.
The Used.
The Used. Check 'em
Oh
out.
man, I had such a dirty thought. I
Nah,
gotta
The
stop.
Used.
I gotta stop. Alright, so favorite rock musician.
Does it have to be alive or dead?
You choose.
Favorite rock musician.
Alive, man. I don't want nobody dead.
Why do I
Alive,
say
I had
one?
to
damn.
interrupt there. Alive. We doing
All
alive.
right, I'll
man.
just say, he's very controversial, and I don't care, but it's gotta be Ronnie Radke.
Ronnie Radke, alright.
Falling in Reverse, Escape the Fate. He's a icon. I mean, we've all had bad past, but that motherfucker knows how to write a song.
You ain't lying.
Alright. What about your favorite whiskey?
Favorite whiskey? Depends on the night. I do mess with the Bushmills sometimes. Maker's Mark, like we said earlier, like nice Maker's Mark on the rocks. New Orleans, I got 'em for like $5 a neat.
Bro, I'll tell you a story off the air because we don't have enough time to tell that right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This-
for this last one, I'm definitely gonna switch it up on.
No, it's the 4th one, ain't it?
That was the 4th one, but like the last one.
Oh no, that was the 4th.
that was the 4th one.
Oh, actually, let's go with number 5.
Alright, so I'm gonna switch it up. And I'm gonna be a little more personal.
Go ahead.
You ready for this?
Maybe.
Your favorite shit position.
My favorite shit position, like when I take a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I had some roommates, and there's this like step stool where you put your feet on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yup.
Yo, and like your knees are raised. Yo, it's the best shits I ever had in my life.
It comes out clean, right?
Yo, bro, like
Comes
when your
out
knees
clean.
are up a little bit and you're on that fucking, do your tippy toes. That shit's fucking out in 2 seconds. No constipation needed.
Hey man, it does make sense.
Yo, tell me not. Yo, you use
It
those
does
before.
make
Those shits are
sense
fire.
scientific.
Frog position. That's
Yeah.
what I call it.
Yeah.
When I know I'm about to be on for a minute, I lay back. feet up.
Handstand. My favorite's a handstand.
One person actually
Freak
told me
ball.
in the bed.
What was that?
One person told me inside the bed.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it to the bathroom.
Oh God.
Yeah. Y'all are extra, man. Yo, that was 5 words with Angel. You know who the sponsors are. Now, Ghxstarx, before we let you go, and everyone, just so you know, we got him and Billy Kennedy performing on deck next. A magical performance. We brought out the whole squad. Suave was in the building.
Suavemente.
Come through too, man. You know,
Come on,
give
Suavemente.
a shout out, man. We had Suave in the
Rico.
building. Brian,
First time on camera.
yo, for real, man.
Let's
Like,
go,
you know what I'm
let's go.
saying? Like, yo, we had BJS Photography also in the building, man. You know, he got to make moves but he killed the game, brought the whole. I mean, I'm telling you, man, go DM BJS
works,
Photography. Go to he went crazy. Y'all gonna see it. Hopefully I can do it justice with the edit. Now, guys, let Ghxstarx give everybody a message before we send them off, man.
Yo, shout out to Angel Words for having me. Just be true to yourself. Everything will be figured out along the way.
Yo, and where can we find you, brother, man? Where can we find you?
So if you want to follow me on Instagram, whatever, it's gonna be GHXSTARX. And then on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, whatever, it's GHXSTAR. Come holler at me. I would love to chat.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. You already know we'll see you in a few. Well, not in a few. We're going to see you in a couple minutes because we're about to end the podcast. Everybody, that was Ghxstarx. That was
Thank you.
the quirky, nutty, awesome new co-host, Jesse J. Thank you so much, Jesse. High five. Don't leave me hanging. Or I will leave you hanging. Don't play no games.
Listen, I know you
Outside
live.
on the
I know
balcony.
you live.
Yo.
I break in. I've had a couple break-in incidents.
I
right?
believe you. You are Puerto Rican. Don't worry. I totally believe you on that.
You know how to break in.
I will break in too, girl. You know how we get that.
Where we going?
Yo.
Where we going?
We're about to go drink this whiskey.
All right, let's
Everybody,
go.
don't forget, man, subscribe. Thank you for much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Tap on that, on that subscribe button. Spot us on Spotify, all the podcast platforms. Big shout out to the sponsors, OTW Threads, AttitudeOn10.com, BJS Photographies. If you want to start a dope podcast in just one day, click the links below. Click that link below. Get started on your podcast journey. And I also have everything you need in those links to start your own podcast with tangible items. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go the virtual route, if you want to follow everything that's going on with Angel of Words, go to Angel of Words ENT on all socials and check out the website www.aowent.com. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Te quiero, Puerto Rico, Santa Isabel. Peace.
Live from the Angel Words Studios, we have Ghxstarx and Billy Kennedy singing their song, Smile and See You When I Can, on their debut EP, See You When I Can.
Whoa, 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 yeah, 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 whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Look myself in the mirror again. Am I falling into my worst damn trend? Or am I just this way for good? Look me in the eyes now, do you recognize me? Looking up at the moon, it's so blinding. Cross the path and I walk a mile. Sometimes I forget how to smile, and I'll take it away. I climbed the mountain and drowned in the sea. Walked on the edge of the world to find peace. And I'll take it away. I climbed the mountain and drowned in the sea. Walked on the edge of the world to find peace. Too many fake friends don't know the difference to just love me or love my presence. If I ever met you, hope you don't feel distance. Look me in the eyes now, do you recognize me? Looking up at the moon, it's so blinding. Cross the path and I walk a mile. Sometimes I forget how to smile, and I'll take it away. I climbed the mountain and drowned in the sea. Walked on the edge of the world to find peace. So I'll take it away. I climbed the mountain and drowned in the sea. Walked on the edge of the world to find peace. I will not fight anymore. I will come back and through the front door hanging out all hours of the night. No, I can't go on. No, I can't go on. I keep losing my mind, dancing in the moonlight on this rooftop, on this rooftop. Then you say to me, life is easy if you let it be. No, it's tragedy. Woke up still feeling drunk from the night before, and I'm knocking on your door. We got your birthday, and I know it's not okay. I'm just running away from these demons. I was working out late, you were nowhere, and I'll see you when I can. Yeah, I'll see you when I can. And it's okay. I don't know where I'm going, I'm just going there. And I wanna be with you. Yeah, I'm playing with your hair when you're laying on my chest, when I feel okay, but I can't stay. No, I'm running away from these demons. I can't get away, stuck in my skin. I'm fucked up, got your birthday, and I know it's not okay. I'm just running away from these demons. I was working out late, you were nowhere, and I'll see you when I can. Yeah, I'll see you when I can. Got your birthday, and I know it's not okay. I'm just running away from these demons. I was working out late, you were nowhere, and I'll see you when I can. Yeah, I'll see you when I can.
You know what it is. 2023 Angel of Words podcast going crazy. The new co-host Jesse in the building. Ghxstarx, Billy Kennedy. Te quiero Puerto Rico, Santa Isabel.